Hello, everybody. Welcome to Antwerp, Belgium. This is the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament. It's Group A, and it's USA taking on Belgium. Well, this is what happens when you win a European title like Belgium did last year, winning the FIBA Women's Eurobasket, celebrating that title, winning against Spain in the final. They packed the house tonight. Earlier tonight, we saw Senegal lead for 3 quarters, and then Nigeria came good in the 4th and won that game 72-65, a pivotal win for them. And you can see where these teams are in the FIBA World Rankings. USA up top and Belgium at number 6, Nigeria 11, Senegal 20. And the USA are, well, really doesn't matter. Azania, it seems like whoever plays for this team, they've got the best team that's ever stepped on the court. But Belgium have put together something special. And the main reason why has been the play of Emma Messiman as we look at the USA players come out and be introduced.
Huge is such a big point, Jeff, of we cannot talk enough about Belgium. Really the queens of Europe. You know, they lifted that title. They were incredible that whole tournament, and now they go up against the queen of all queens, the GOAT, Diana Taurasi.
Yeah, she's my GOAT as well. Yeah. Diana Taurasi, 41 years of age, and looks like she'll be at her 5th Olympics. I mean, it's just incredible. She's special, but just a whole roster of special players for the USA. And again, it's such an honor for all these women to be a part of this team.
I think Taurasi's going for her 6th Olympics. She was there 04, 08, 12, 16, 24.
Oh, you're right. I missed one. How did I miss it?
Yeah, let's put some respect on that.
2004. I'm trying to remember. I was there. So you've got here Belgium.
A little bit different of a Belgium.
Look at this crowd. 13,700. If you're wondering where everybody is in Belgium tonight,
they're here.
They're here.
Yeah. And this is huge. I just want to actually give this a massive shout out that Belgium have packed the house, but women's basketball, women's sport is pushing further and further, and I think this is a fine example of it. Fantastic 2 teams that are going to come together and battle. I'm so excited to be here and with you, Jeff.
Well, I'm excited to be here with you as well, Zania. It's going to be big. And it remains to be seen. Obviously, Kara Linskin's not here tonight, injured.
Big.
Her club deciding that she hasn't recovered from her ankle injury, so that's I guess I'll probably feel worse for her than anybody that she's not able to play in this environment. She was the MVP of the FIBA Women's Eurobasket. And
for me, a big loss.
Big loss, and we're not sure what the situation is with Julie Alamon as well, because she's carrying a knee injury. She was in the warm-ups. She's not going to be in the starting lineup, and it remains to be seen. So not a Belgian team that is full strength, but nevertheless, they've got the crowd behind them. Right now, we're going to have a pause for the playing of the national anthem.
Thank you, Team USA. Please remain standing, and everybody can sing along the national anthem of Belgium.
my favorite part of international basketball, to sing your colors, your nation's national anthem nice and loud as both teams will exchange gifts.
Yep, you used to do it so long for Great Britain.
Yep.
And yeah,
106 times.
Chill down the spine during this national anthem. So the referees lining up for the game, the crew chief, Viola Georgi, Martin Gulic, and Wasim Husseini. Viola, the referee from Romania, Gulic from Croatia, and Husseini from Canada. And Viola's going to be the crew chief tonight. Yeah, it is incredible when you think that Taurasi is closing in on her 6th Olympics, and it's just, I mean, it's just mind-boggling that she's been able to look after herself the way that she has.
Looks after herself.
She's the ultimate competitor for me. She really is.
And plays at a high level. And, you know, I got to watch them practice yesterday.
Starting 5, Jewel Lloyd, Brianna Stewart, Taurasi, Kalia Copper, and Alyssa Thomas. And coming off the bench, hold that thought, because I can't wait to hear it. And then with Kelsey Plum, Sabrina Ionescu, Atkins, Young, Collier, Howard, and Boston coming off the bench for Coach Reeve. Cheryl Reeve, there she is, drawing up plays. Hard to argue with the job that she's done in her career. She's been outstanding. USA Basketball really fortunate to have her.
And there's the starting lineups.
Yeah, starting 5 for Belgium will be Antonia Delar, Emma Messerman, Betty Manunga, Maxwell Alisoa, and Julie Van Loo with Elisa Ramet, Lau Resamon, Gleisens, Geldof, Massey, Alamon, and Joris coming off the bench for Coach Rashid Messian, who coached the team to the title. That's Billy Massey. Excuse me, Becky Massey. Billy not in the team right now, and Rashid Messian, there he is. What an opportunity. I mean, it's kind of a, I don't want to say an awkward situation for Belgium, but you know, they started this game not as favorites, I think, even with this crowd behind them. But they'll have to face a very good Nigeria team, and they'll have to beat a good Senegal team that we just watched. That the more games they get under their belts, the better they'll be.
Well, the thing is, what I'm a little bit worried about Belgium is that they're a bit short-handed, especially if Almond doesn't play. If Almond doesn't play, Linskins, for me, one of my favorite post players, is huge, good presence, good size, can stretch the floor. Because when you go up against a USA team, you know, you're going to need all your big guns. But for me, what they do have is the 6th man, which is the crowd.
And look at this crowd. Look at this crowd. I mean, this is breathtaking stuff, folks, to be in here for this.
Yeah.
It is special. This is national team basketball. It doesn't get any better.
Yeah, really good. Really great environment to play in. And no doubt USA haven't played, you know, they've played many games like this, sold out arenas.
USA already they're in the Olympics. So they won the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup in Australia. You were down there when that happened. They beat Belgium while they were there.
Yeah, only a 15-point game when they beat Belgium.
Yeah, it was a good game. Good. Belgium gave a good account of themselves.
Yeah.
And so you've got, you know, 2 other spots up for grabs in this group. And the sooner Belgium get wins for them, the better. But I think also they're realistic. They know that this is going to be a tough game to win.
Very much so.
The USA women just don't lose. So, but behind this crowd, who knows?
Who knows? And just going back to my last thought was I got to see them practice yesterday, and USA were going through their scout and how to stop, especially Emma Messerman, an elite post player for Belgium, but also going back to Diana Taurasi. She was wonderful in practice yesterday. She hardly missed, Jeff. I mean, am I surprised? No, but she was just knocking down 3-point shots after 3-point shots.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I know that you look Messerman out here, she is without a doubt special.
Yeah.
But I still think when you look at Taurasi, you're looking at like up in the clouds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like a goddess or something. It's unbelievable, and here she is, still getting it done.
I think a goddess is perfect in women's basketball.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Antwerp, Belgium. This is the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament and the battle between USA and Belgium. USA already in the Olympics. They want to come out and get a win, and Belgium come right out. And Manunga with her first basket of the game. Beautiful bounce pass from Messeman.
Excuse me, Jess. She was wonderful in the Eurobasket. I felt like she was really an X factor. So great for her to get on the board.
Jewel Lloyd misses with her first attempt for the USA, as Stewart not able to save it. And the one thing that people always talk about with Belgium is they play the beautiful game. They're passing, they're cutting to the basket. And USA obviously just dominant against everybody. We'll see how Belgium can compete against them today. They've got Messeman, one of the greats, misses with her first jumper. Stewart pulls up, and Manunga with the rebound. Julie Van Loo. Unbelievable Eurobasket last year. Here she is dumping it down low. Messeman back outside. Look at him zip it around. Dillard for three, and off the rim. That was the only thing that sequence needed, was for her to knock it down. And the first basket for the USA.
Copper, nice drive on that right. Changes direction in the air.
Look at the quick hands of Taurasi, putting the pressure on the referee to make that call.
Oh, yeah. If you know Diana Taurasi, she's always going to put the pressure on the referee to get the call right.
Dillard bounce pass. Messeman puts it up and rims out. Van Loo for three, and she misses. So the first foul on Manunga. Here's Jewel Lloyd, slides a little bit, able to stay up, and Stewart scores in the paint.
With the double team, shoots over. Release is so high, so tough to guard. Really, I like that matchup between Stewart and Messeman. That's MVP versus MVP right there, Jeff.
Bounce pass back to Messeman. Puts it up and misses another one. Now the break. Stewart's pass stolen. Good hustle back to Lissawa. Now up to Van Loo. She pulls up for three, and that was short. And Belgium will maintain possession, so the Cats starting cold. Dillard takes it and gets blocked by Taurasi, and the foul called. 2 free throws awarded.
Well, a lot of bodies flying in that. Both teams, you know, it's not really a high-scoring game. Maybe some nerves need to just settle into the game.
So the foul is called on Copper. I know from your part of the world that means police, but Copper comes from the U.S. And Dillard makes the first. One of the ever-presents in this Belgium team. This incredible run that they've been on, going back to the FIBA Women's Eurobasket in 2017 when they finished third. Obviously, last year was the high water mark for them, winning that European title. Stewart for three. Nope. And we'll say with that rebound, Thomas, and again, Dillard able to tap it over to Lissawa, who pushes it quickly. 3-on-2. Loose outside to Van Loo for three. The rotation, and it's good. How do you do, Julie Van Loo?
Wow, that's giving me chills up my spine. The crowd are into it.
Lloyd Tries to answer. Stewart follows up the miss. No good. Now Van Loo in the open floor. Lissawa for three. Count it!
Wow, good energy in here. Jeff, sold out. 13,000 plus. And they see their Cats up against the world #1.
Copper back to Thomas. There's Copper driving in, banking it in.
She's something else. The way that she can distort her body and finish at the rim is one of the best.
There's Lissawa again, back to Messima. Belgium passing, Delar too long, but another offensive rebound for the Cats. Van Loo way outside, and that was, she was attempting that one from Ostend.
Well,
Saw the opening, Becky Massey, excuse me, coming into the game, and Mononga checks out, so you lose some of that real toughness with Mononga, but you replace it with the rising star, Massey. Taurazi for three. We've been building her up. She's got to deliver, and I'm pretty sure she will. Plum going to check into the game soon. Here's bounce pass. Massey. But they just make the smart baskets. They make the smart plays, rather, don't they?
and this is why Belgium are so good. This is the top of European basketball. Beautiful pick and roll. Put the pass right on the money.
Stewart has the ball knocked out of her hands, goes out of bounds, 10 seconds on the shot clock. So Collier is checking in as well as Plum, and Atkins makes her first appearance.
Yeah, Atkins has been with this USA team since about 2020 there. Olympic gold in Japan. So she's been with the team for a while.
Geldof checks in. So you got some Spanish players coming into the game for Belgium. Here's the pass to Collier, and it drops.
Well, instant offense off the bench.
I'd say Collier, making it French sounding.
And Jeff, this is where I think USA is, excels to the rest of the world, is they do not drop off at 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th man, whoever subs in. The energy turns up, the execution, the quality of basketball doesn't drop off.
They have multiple starting fives.
Yes.
Anybody can start.
Multiple starting fives.
Oh, really tough take from Lissawa, but USA, good D from Thomas. Collier brings it across midcourt. Slap me every time I say Collier. Here's the bounce pass. Collier, and doesn't control it. Van Loo comes up with the basketball. Geldof hands it off to Delar. Delar back to Massey. That's short. This is everything. She's got to take that shot, though. It's an open look.
Yeah, she's wide open. She says, oh, my God, it's an air ball, but you've got to keep shooting. And I like that Van Loo just, slaps her in the face and says, hey, love, you've got to keep shooting that. A good support from her.
Resemont has checked in. She is definitely a good shooter as well for Belgium. Let's get off playing the D, and turnover. Resemont has it. So used to her wearing that face mask from the FIBA Women's Eurobasket. Now we can see what she looks like. Here she is, the three, good, and she is fouled from Atkins right off the bench. And she is definitely a dangerous proposition.
Huge three. She's gonna have to retie that shoelace.
And you can see Atkins fully aware of how good a shooter she is.
Yeah.
Taking away her landing space.
So referees are all over this season. You must let the shooter land safely. Look at that.
No hesitation. And Belgium go up 15-8. I'm always amazed
when they miss.
Great shooter misses a free throw.
I know.
Chance for 4-point play. Make the early headlines. There's Plum, Atkins, Collier. Off the back of the rim. Thomas with the rebound. Collier and misses another one. And the foul called, 2 free throws awarded.
Well, Thomas is known for her rebounding ability. She really, look at this, kept the ball alive. And a nice little dish off, but she'll go to the line for 2.
So Collier, no dribble, just puts it up and misses. How many dribbles did you take when you took your free throws?
1.
Just 1?
Yeah. 1, a spin, but I took my full 10 seconds to catch my breath. Why not? You've got 10 seconds to shoot your free throw.
Absolutely. Plum guarding Van Loo.
Yeah, I like that matchup between those two feisty characters.
Pilar drives it in, banks it in, attacks pressure with pressure. Felt like she kind of dipped a little bit last year, but she has looked good tonight. And Thomas, strong move inside. And Massey whistled for the foul. The crowd not liking this.
Like it, yeah. Here's a little dime pass.
Yeah.
Arm across the fend off.
Yeah, definitely a lot of flesh on flesh there. Van Loo goes out.
Yep.
But that is a strong player at the free throw line for the USA. Thomas. It's amazing. We had such a great game in that first one, Senegal and Nigeria, and we didn't hear a peep
Of the fan.
from so many fans here, and we can hear them now. Here's Massey taking it deep, keeps her dribble, passes, deflected. Thomas, and the reach, the foul on Ramet. Ooh, boy, careful.
Big hit.
That's when you really need to be careful.
Well, I read a lovely article, and it said about Coach Reeves, who was saying, finding out how do you get these American players who are usually they're superstars on their team. How do you get them? It's a lovely little shot there. How do you get them to, you know, be able to step up into any role that's needed on this superstar team? That, you know, you might not be the leading scorer or that go-to girl, but figuring that out and playing as a unit.
Geldof with the offensive foul, setting the pick. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you might be the leading scorer for your team, your club team or your professional team,
you know,
college, but
yeah. Prime example for me also, Jeff, is Ionescu, Sabrina Ionescu. You know, she's top, huge for her New York Liberty team, but here she's coming off the bench. She's not a starter, and I just think the piece is making sure that you come in and you just play hard.
Here's Kelsey Plum driving in, doesn't drop. Collier gets it back. Here's Plum from the corner, rattles out. She won the gold medal with USA Women 3x3 at the last Olympics. Kelsey Plum with Jackie. Here is Massey fouled with Jackie Young, also 3x3.
That's pretty cool, right? They've got 2 players with gold medals with 3x3. Here's the foul. And then 5 players from gold medals. You don't like it when I say 5x5, really? 5 on 5 and 3x3.
Yeah.
Just basketball and 3x3.
Be you, whatever you want to say. Here's the handoff. USA picking up the D. Massey back in the game, gets it to Messimer. Back to Ramet for three. And this time right off the front of the iron, and Boyd to Plum. Stewart. Guarded closely by Rezamont. And Collier gets inside, puts it up. Did the hard work, missed the shot, but Atkins there to follow. Collier gets it back again, and finally, double bites at the cherry, and the USA closed the gap to just 2 points.
Well, Collier doing a great job working a shift on the glass and the timeout.
Rashid Mazian wants a timeout. He's seen the Belgian lead the road. What are they talking about here? Offense or defense? Let's go down in here. Listen to the Belgian coach.
Box out. Et toutes les actions, c'est 2 ou 3 tirs. On joue ça, Emma. C'est tout chest. Bon, regarde, tu démarres là, Serena ici. Ok, il y a Nastia qui rentre pour toi là, Becky, d'accord. Nastia ici. Ok, Laure, Elise. Ok, on fait un stagger en screen for Emma. Ok, regarde si on peut avoir le tir ici, d'accord. Si on l'a pas, avec Elise ici, ok. Quel pass back, on va finir juste sur un step up là. On trouve le pop ici d'Emma, ok. Tout le monde à l'opposé. Ok, let's go. One, two, three.
I can't translate much of that, but what I did understand is box out, and I think that's a great point. Collier's doing a wonderful job on the offensive rebound. Thomas has also pushed on the rebounding efforts, and that's really got them back into this game and down 2.
And let's don't forget, Belgium, it looks like they're not going to have Julie Alamon tonight. And then you're talking about a star in Europe, but in America as well. And they don't have Kiara Linskens, their Eurobasket Women MVP. So, you know, those are 2, whereas USA can kind of substitute like for like.
Yeah.
I don't think Belgium can, but, you know, their players coming off the bench have looked good so far.
Yeah, and we have to speak about the 6th man, this crowd. I've just electrifying. I think it's wonderful. They've absolutely done a great job packing the house and supporting their Belgian Cats.
So Ramet going up against Plum. Messerman hands it back off to Ramet. Ramet gets it back to Messerman. Messerman gets into the lane, and Messerman not having much luck with
the rim.
The rim, yeah.
Yep.
Not getting any love from the basketball gods so far. The ball not dropping
She hasn't scored yet.
for really her country's all-time greatest. Messerman is yet to score points. Ramet goes out, and Van Loo back in here in the final 40 seconds of this first quarter. Also Mononga back in. USA really hounding them on defense. Clock clock about to expire. Again, Collier quickly over to Plum. USA off and running, and she, I think, expected Lloyd to step back.
No, I thought Stewart was going to run right onto that pass. It was the right idea.
So Klassen's in the game right now, number 15. One of the players that is one of the up-and-comers that's come in with Lenskens not available. What a huge opportunity for her. So final seconds ticking off the clock here in the first quarter. Ooh, dangerous pass, Rezamont. And Plum whistled for the foul.
And she said, I had that, damn. She sure did, but it ended up with a foul. It's only her first. .2 seconds. We've got plenty of time to get a bucket.
Beautiful pass, Messerman. Look at that. Doesn't have to be the scoring. It could be the pass that leads to the basket. And Messerman connects with Mononga to take it up to a 19-15 lead for Belgium at the end of the first quarter. It's all happening here in Antwerp, folks. 19-15, Belgium on top of the USA.
Well, here are the first quarter stats. USA 0 from 5, 0% from the three-point line. But Belgium shooting 44%, 4 from 9, and also getting to the free throw line. Strong start from Belgium. If you put your money on it, who would you say be leading? Well, it's the Belgian Cats. Here are the first quarter best plays.
But what you have to be impressed by Belgium in so much that they're leading 19-15, and Messerman hasn't scored
yet.
Alemán hasn't scored because she's not playing. Lenskens hasn't scored.
Yeah.
You know, everybody else is stepping up.
Yeah. And I think, you know what it's been team basketball, Belgian basketball, when, you know, like you said, a big Emma Messerman isn't hitting, other players are stepping up, but this team has been together and their chemistry has been, you know, years coming, and I felt like, you know, they've just been that top team, and for them to finally get that win and that championship in the Eurobasket, this is, sky's the limit for Belgium for me.
Well, what happens is when you have players like Messerman and when you have success, it raises eyebrows.
Yeah.
And young kids want to play basketball.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of young girls in this arena that want to do it one day. Look at this, courtside 1891. Scan in the barcode to get it into your smartphone to watch all the international basketball schedules, scores, and you get to watch all 4 FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournaments, whether it's in Belgium, Brazil, Jian, China, whether it's in here in Antwerp or
Hungary.
Down in Sopron, Hungary.
Yeah, some really great basketball happened. I think Canada beat Hungary earlier on. Today has been basketball all day.
Well, that was a huge win for them. Look at this, USA doubled up and the foul called. They almost forced a turnover there. I think maybe they caught the USA by surprise. Collier hands it off to Plum. And USA getting to a lot of the loose balls, the rebounds. Here's Collier again. Full extension, Manunga with the rebound. Now Van Loo. Oh, telegraph pass that time, and Plum is off to the races. And that is absolutely where the USA will beat you every time if they start forcing turnovers.
Yeah.
And easy buckets.
Plum just smelt that like blood, didn't she? Ran through that passing lane.
Yeah, often turns passes into telegraph passes. Clysons. Oh.
No, I didn't touch her.
And Clysons fell down, didn't really have any options, and Atkins, it was the pump. It was just like we were talking in the early game. It's the pump fake. She leaves her feet.
Well, Atkins has to go out, and Tarasi will come back in.
Clysons played at the under-20 European Championship last year. That's 19. So big chance for her to come out and get some meaningful minutes on this occasion that she'll never forget. Here's Delar. Van Loo. And a foul called on Lloyd, the push. Unfortunately, Clyson's basket's not going to count. Ooh. So Van Loo, who made the All-Star 5 at the FIBA Women's Eurobasket last year, helped up. And here she is, uncorking a high arcing three, and it's good.
And the thing is, she loves that. She's a risk taker. I saw her in practice shooting that high arcing three over and over again.
Here's Lloyd. Bounce pass, nobody there. Seen a couple of times, a couple passes from USA into spots where nobody is, and I guess it's just symptomatic of not having been together much of late.
Yeah, they had a training camp in New York, a couple of days together, but it's such a tough window when you don't have this much time. And I think it is important because obviously USA have made the Olympics, but they don't have much time together, so it's important that they get these moments.
Oh, look at the pass from Messerman. Look at the pass from Messerman. Looks like she's under pressure, and she comes up with, here, put it on a platter for her teammate. Back up to a 7-point lead for the Cats. Here's DT, and she kind of flicks it up there. Tries to use a little English, didn't lay it up. And Delar, entry pass to Betty Manunga. She's going to try her luck against Stewart. Oh, takedown! And the foul has been called. What's going on there?
Who's going to call it? They get wrapped up. Manunga here on Stewart.
With WWE action. Look at this. Could review it. Rashid Mezian's asking for free throws.
Out of bounds.
Mezian not happy, but.
Well, they're a team too, Jeff, on the court. I felt that was a great job by the referees coming together, having a quick chat.
There's Delar. Look at the pass. Beautiful play by Delar. Now Manunga and USAD coming up with the steal. Collier over to Plum. Looks up the floor. Plum right into the heart of the defense and lays it up and in.
And on the right side, she's a lefty. She's so good at that, Jeff. So aggressive, explosive.
Now, when she scored after the turnover at midcourt, but this time she scored now another turnover, and let's see how this leads possibly to points. And Messerman stepped in front of Collier to stop that. Here's Lloyd, rattles out. Van Lowe, beautiful pass, Manunga. And the foul called on Lloyd.
I'm liking Manunga. Jeff, look at this. She catches the ball, but gets her dribble, and Lloyd, it's true, it's that little leg and that little knee hooks her, doesn't move. Great minutes from her. She'll head to the bench. Well played in her minutes.
So Yordis now comes in for her first appearance, number 99. Messerman gets it back to Van Lowe. Guarded closely by Plum, and she banks it in. The deposit.
Wow. It's Thursday night, but the bank is open. Was looking for the foul, really. You could see it.
To an 8-point lead. And offensive foul. Collier is going to go out. Thomas comes back into the game. So Collier with that foul. And Belgium, who wobbled a little bit, they've gone back up by 8 and looking to stretch this thing back to double digits. Delar goes past DT, and there is Geldof missing 8 and looking to stretch this thing back to double digits. Delar goes past DT, and there is Geldof missing right at the basket, a break for the USA, but then they don't rebound the miss.
Yeah, they fumble the ball and go back to Belgium.
Rashid Mezian shaking his head. Not sure what he's, look at that crowd. I mean, it's just breathtaking stuff, folks. It is really a lot of energy in the house tonight. Yordis for 3. How about that? Wide open from the wing.
Wide open, took her time, feet set, huge hit.
11 points.
Timeout.
Cheryl Reeve has to push the reset button for the USA.
And Van Loo gets the crowd on their feet, says, come on, guys, get behind us.
Robertson's helping, so the backside's wide open. Talk on the help.
well. Right in there in the mix of that timeout.
They don't want to settle, do they? They want to pound it down low.
Yeah.
Get some better shots. And Belgium, though, are making the smart plays at the offensive end.
Yeah.
You know, the double team comes, somebody's open. Or if you're always cutting to the basket,
they're constantly moving, aren't they?
Yeah, somebody's got to be open. So that's where they're having some success. Obviously, they've hit some shots, but some wide open looks as well, that last one.
Yeah, let's see what they drew up.
And look at that. And you don't want to foul the jump shooter if you're Delar. So Stewart going to the free throw line.
Oh, just like Coach Reeves drew up in that timeout.
So here she is, the MVP of USA's World Cup win back in 2018 in Spain. Obviously, just about as big a star as they come.
You can rattle off a lot of MVPs for Stewart. MVP of EuroLeague, MVP.
Yeah.
You know, at every level.
You just don't even ask, really. You just know that she's got it.
She's got it.
Because she played.
Yeah. If you're asking, it's probably her.
Van Loo, her team now up by 9 after the 2 free throws. And the pass deflected out of bounds with 10 seconds on the shot clock. This was played well tonight.
Yeah, but referee Gergi, good reactions there to get out of the way of this ball. Look, it gets tipped from behind. And then she just ducks out the way. Look at that. Good job.
Good job by Jackie Young. And the pass intended for Geldof. Here's Thomas. Oh, Thomas getting to the free throw line, putting the pressure on the Belgian defense.
Yeah, and this is where she's so effective. Full court, gets a hug, a swipe to the face.
Thomas takes her time, makes the first. 5:42 remaining in this first half. Crowd being rewarded so far for showing up to watch the Cats take on the best team in the world. Delar. And Karazi with a push. Called for the foul.
Sarasi, deft stares down. The Belgian wave has just started in the arena. Jeff?
Say over the limits, the free throws for Van Loo. And Van Loo makes her first attempt. Really fascinating how she's raised her game. You know, she really struggled. Her place in the Belgian team was in doubt a few years ago, and she's come back and really cemented her spot in this team. You know, part of the heart and soul of this Cats team.
Really, I think that's a great point, the heart and soul.
There's Thomas again, driving in. Oh, boy, that was big time. Little hang time, little smooth finish.
Thomas, last couple of plays now. Really showing how physical. Look at that, changes in the air and takes the bump. Nice couple of plays for her now. She goes to the line and she has 6 points.
Jordas goes out. Man, looked like Jordas grabbed her. Probably got fouled twice on the way to the basket that time. And completes the three-point play. Lloyd, or excuse me, Young trying to swipe it away. Lissawa, high arcing 3 attempt. And Messman coming from behind. Called for the foul. Now Belgium over the limit as well.
Yeah, both teams over the limit, so Diana Taurasi will walk the length of the floor and go to the free throw line.
USA 8 of 9 at the stripe so far tonight. Taurasi makes it now 9 of 10. Belgium 4 of 5.
Taurasi's first points.
And they keep that pressure on.
Yep.
Belgium have had some answers, though. They've gone down and hit threes or made plays after the USA have gotten closer.
But Belgium's movement. Everyone's touching the ball, multiple players. Sadly, turn over the ball there, but have multiple movements in their offense, and that's what makes it so hard to guard when defense have to, you know, keep moving, guarding multiple positions, but they turn over the ball.
Great D by the U.S. Chance to close the gap to 2 or maybe even 1. Plum. Taurasi. Went up, look at the bounce pass, and whoa, Plum almost with the finish, but Thomas gives the USA another chance. Stewart puts it up and indeed cuts it to a 2-point game. It's those second and third opportunities.
Yeah, she's so good at that, where she can just stop on the dime.
Delar to Messiman. USA really tightening up on defense, and there's Messiman, catches it, but then doesn't control it, goes out of bounds, looking for a foul, nothing called. Crowd reacts.
Yeah.
Ramette comes in, and USA can tie it or take the lead on this possession. Forced to inbound the basketball to Stewart. This is the pressure in the backcourt. They're trying to deny Plum. Young gets it to Taurasi, bounce pass, Thomas. Oh, wow, that is just, talk about passing. That was sensational from the USA.
And that's the thing, you could see Taurasi's eyes on that. She knew exactly where Thomas was going to be, put it on a plate for her, forced them a timeout. It's a tight game.
Plus haute là ici, Becky. C'est trop basse, du coup on laisse Taurasi dans les cœurs. Ok, il faut que tu sois plus haute, il faut que tu protèges ces espaces-là. Ok, et là t'es trop basse, d'accord. Et on a besoin de remettre de la pression sur la balle aussi. Ok, more pressure on the ball. Okay, we go with 2 teams. D'accord, avec Antonia, ici, Maxou. D'accord, c'est toi, tu vas du côté de Becky. Ok, et on met Emma là. D'accord, ça veut dire ça. Avec Elise, passe, back. D'accord. Antonia, t'es parti et on refait pin down pour Antonia, ok? Viens travailler sur ça. Donc soit passe to Maxou, passe back, we look for this for Antonia. Ok? Donc Antonia tout de suite de corner, to Emma, pin down for her. Ok? Look for this, look for the curl, look for your flash in the basket. Ok? Là, et là. Ok, let's go, come on, allez. And box out. 1, 2.
So Belgian fans, young and old, coming out tonight to try to get their team to the Olympics in this FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament. And they have put on a show, but the USA have closed the gap. In fact, they've tied it at 32. Messiman hands it off. This one drives in and banks it in. I'll tell you what, that is drawn up in the huddle and runs to perfection.
Yeah, executed to the T. And what I like is the players moving off Emma Messiman.
Now Plum. Over to Stewart. If it drops, it's the USA lead. It does not. And this time, the long rebound bounces out of bounds.
Great offense, though, from USA, finding the open Stewart in the corner. There's not many of those wide open. She misses.
Again, now Dillard up at the top. Good job denying Messman the ball. And again, how about the finish from Lissawa twice?
Well, that's the young versus, I'm not going to call her old, I'm going to call her fine wine. Good job by her, crossing over, getting to the rim.
Taurasi spins and loses the ball out of bounds. So the timeout worked for the USA when they called it, and now the timeout is so forward for Belgium.
Great game. Great game, Jeff. Really good game. Good intensity, good energy.
Desperate to feed Messman the ball, but Young not allowing her to get any touches inside. Here's Ramet for three. Are they going to count that?
Yeah, they are.
Unbelievable.
Basket
Carol Reed saying, no, you're not going to count it.
It is the right decision, though.
So the whistle blew, and they do count it indeed.
And then they foul. And so because they're over the limit, they'll go to the free throw line as well. So potentially a 5-point swing.
Oh my gosh. So Massey. This is the first. So she goes 1 of 2. It's back up to an 8-point advantage. And the foul. So the foul was on Taurasi. Young. To Plum. Plum goes up. Oh, she is fouled as she goes up. So Plum getting to the free throw line.
Crowd not liking it again. Here she is in her strong hand left, takes the steps. Just that bump in the back.
So Collier is coming back into the game for Taurasi. 1:52 remaining.
Collier had some great minutes. She had 7 points. Was rebounding.
Just say making their free throws.
Yeah.
Team of 11. 11 of 12. Good D. Collier knocking, putting the pressure. His Lisa has been really good finishing. Massey goes behind her back, going at Thomas. And a foul in traffic.
Oh, here it is. Just crosses over, goes behind the back. Multiple arms coming across her. 2 referees call that foul, so.
Collier with the personal. Nobody in the USA team has 3. That's Collier's second. In fact, no player has 3 fouls. Massey, that was impressive behind the back, wasn't it?
These free throws are gonna kill Belgium, and they're usually pretty good at the free throw line. Where on the other end, USA really capitalizing at their free throws.
So she makes 1 of 2, and another timeout, this one called by Cheryl Reeve. Let's go down to the bench.
So, we're going all the way for you guys to the left. Let the go big. Are you guys ready to hear?
Okay, defend without fouling, please. You have 2 now. Okay. This is Plum. Okay, Bills. Over. AT, get Jewel or get Jackie open. Plum, you're hitting here, going to the corner. AT, come back to the ball. On the pass. Okay, Stewie and Jackie, stay here. On the pass, he's diving it in. Got it? Got it? Okay. If it's not there, okay, we don't have to throw it. We're gonna, Stewie, you're gonna set a flare. We're gonna throw to Stewie and play. Okay. All right? Hey, no more fouls. That's what we want. That's what we want too. USA on 3, 1, 2, 3. USA, here we go.
Well, Belgium still with their noses in front of 7. USA really struggling from 3-point range, aren't they?
Yeah, 0, they haven't hit yet. 0 from 8.
0 from 8. And you can't see that continuing tonight.
Not for very long. Especially
whereas Belgium have been making a lot of shots. So, but you know, Belgium had the reputation of being good shooters. They're 7 of 15 from deep. And they're doing it without Kiara Linskens and without Julie Alamon tonight. It has been a terrific first half for the Cats.
Yeah, that's a big 2 sets of players that they're missing.
Get it to Collier down low. Well, they got what they wanted, just didn't make the shot. Listen with down low to Messerman. Oh, what a spin from Messerman. She goes up, and she is on the board. Finally.
And the crowd love it and go wild. We've been waiting over 20 minutes for her to score.
Spectacular fashion as well. The reverse layup, the spin. Young over to Collier. Collier looks to get inside. Passes it back to Plum. Plum, little runner, doesn't drop, and Messerman has it. Up to Delar. And Van Loo thought about putting it up. Now Delar has it. Oh, able to get it to Messerman, who put one up quickly. Now with USA hold it for 1. That's the question. Final 10 seconds of a great first half for Belgium.
Crowd cries out defense.
Shot clock, with the game clock about to expire, and Plum goes in and misses right at the end. And say what you want to about this Belgian team, about who's not playing. We'll talk about who's playing. They are winning 43 to 34 against the USA.
Well, here are the first half stats. That's a big donut right there. 0%, 0 from 8 from the 3-point line. USA struggling, but they are doing very well. 92% from the free throw. The rebounding pretty even across the board. Assist 10 for Belgium, 5 for USA, and then 6 steals for USA that they've definitely capitalized on. Van Loo with 11 points, and Thomas with 9, and there's the rest of your leading scorers. But there's Linskens with a jacket on, and that's a huge loss from Linskens and Almon, who are pretty much elite, you know, a bucket. But here are the second quarter best plays, and it's been incredible for me. It's been Belgium leading the way.
Well, the thing is, as we watch these replays, let's don't forget, I mean, Belgium have been playing the USA.
Yeah.
You go back to 2018, they gave them really a great game in the semis. They've played them at the last World Cup on opening day, and along the way, they've won a European title. I mean, they play basketball in this part of the world.
Yeah. And mind you, they've never been on home soil with the 6-man, with this crowd that's in here. And I just think it's really elevated their game and excellence. And you know what I've also enjoyed here is Van Loo's bank shot. But what they have been doing is, even though Messerman only has 2 points, Jeff, which is huge, she's going to probably go off in that second half. What's happening is going inside to Messerman, and then other players are cutting and playing off of her.
Yeah, it just kind of illustrates how good she is. Okay.
No worries.
You're going to make life difficult for her?
Yeah.
Scoring? She'll beat you in another way. She'll beat you with her passing. I haven't even looked, she probably has made passes that led to points, but so she has 3 assists and 5 rebounds to go with her 2 points. But you ask anybody out here, and they'll tell you that Emma Messiman is doing a great job. How about Lisa? Also, some of her finishes, and Van Loo has been terrific. 11 points. It's all hands on deck. Betty Manungo was terrific.
Oh, she was wonderful, wasn't she?
Early on. And this is finally the basket that everybody's been waiting for from Messiman right at the end. And I think people are looking at this and thinking, wow, maybe we can do this tonight. So we'll see. Still 20 hard minutes ahead.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they'd do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Tie ball game. Perez on the run. It's blocked by Guathmy. Puerto Rico ball.
Shot down the stretch there. Guathny coming up with a big time block.
Cardoso coming up for the screen. Resits back. Corner, De Oliveira. She's fouled. That's a 4-point play opportunity. USA's got their heads down.
Concord trying to keep up with Tizian. Oh, look at Musa go up for the rejection.
Hill, enough time to do something with it, kicks it into the elbow and will hit it for 2.
Big time shot. And Sammy just elevates into her jump shot, fading to her left, knocking it down right at the buzzer.
Star getting some opportunity in minutes.
Serbia. Go up by 4. Dillard, and meanwhile, she goes in, scores. A very difficult shot, is fouled, and has a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, they challenge you on every possession. Beck falls, and that's going to be on a highlight. Super move, got her on the back foot, pulled up, pulled the trigger.
Looks to go down the baseline again. Goes the long way. That's great hands. Quick hands by Manunga. Out in transition behind the back by Van Loo. Razamon can do everything here in Tel Aviv.
I want to see that on replay because this was razzle dazzle here. Look, Bates goes behind the back.
Ron Lee puts the Jets on. Oh, how did she do that? Ron Lee just parted the seas.
There's your highlight. That's just a super duper move.
They try to inbound it. They get it to Dubé. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! They have taken advantage. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Well, there's the Sports Palace here in Antwerp, Belgium, the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament, and at halftime, Belgium on top of the USA 43-34. Alyssa Thomas with 9 points, and she's played well. Really has been kind of an enforcer, but scoring some hard points.
She's also rebounded the ball, but she's made her way to the free throw line 5 times. She's 100% at the line, and USA 12 from 13 from the free throw line. So doing a good job, putting the pressure on the referees, but being aggressive. Look at that pass by Taurasi. It was one of her baskets. Well, the other great player for Belgium, I wonder who it could be. Yep, it's that lady there, Van Loo, 11 points, so serious, so focused. You know she can let that ball fly from the three-point line, gets in rhythm there. She's 3 from 6 from the three-point line. She's shooting a great clip.
Yeah, she also banks one in. I think we'll probably see that. She has... Have you ever seen a player with such a high arc on her three?
Yeah, it really hits the rafters, isn't it? It hits the ceiling and comes back down.
Look at this one. This is when the bank is open.
Really good energy, but you can feel it. It's pretty much a full-out rave in here right now. The lights are going, the party started, and...
Well, why not? I mean, Van Loo and
yep.
Belgium have given them something, but it really has been a case of... Okay, Messerman hasn't scored, but to me, that says even more about Belgium, that they could play 20 minutes without Allemand, without Linskens, obviously who's watching, not able to play.
Yep. And then Messerman with 2 points.
And Messerman has 2 points, yet they're playing, you know, they've got other people stepping up. And I think people are starting to realize, hey, once our golden generation stops playing, we're going to have some good basketball players. And that's one of the challenges for national teams is you do have to bring new people into the setup. And we've seen Rashid Mezian tonight bring in Joris, Claessens, you know.
Manunga as well, 26, has played really great. And
Lisa has been terrific with her finishes. Obviously, Delar, part of the golden generation. So, you know, there's a lot to be learned. Remember, this is the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament. The USA, the pressure is not on them to qualify. They're there. They're going to the Olympics. They won the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup, but they still play in this. But there's only two other spots in this 4-team group that are available. And Belgium have the benefit of being at home. You might think that if they weren't up for it, this could be pressure for them. But they look like, you know, definitely is helping them. And they will also play Nigeria, and they will also play Senegal. I mean, I personally wasn't counting on them winning this game.
No.
And they still may not, but at the end of the day, they've come out and shown they're for real for me.
Well, for me, Belgium have always been for real, and I've seen their journey.
The title,
I've seen their journey just get better and better. They're well coached. You know, they're always executing down to their game plan. There's Almond. She has all got her jewels in, so there's no point. We won't see her. She's not warming up in this second half. But just going back to Belgium, Jeff, I really like them as a team unit, as a squad. The chemistry is high, the confidence is, and they don't, which you kind of see sometimes in other teams, is rely on their superstar to fall back on an Emma Messerman. But no, Emma Messerman is always moving, is always passing, is willing to make the pass. And I just think it's incredible, the heights, and I think it was a true moment for them to win the Eurobasket. Was you should have seen it. It was wonderful. They'll really, those tears of joy.
Well, Messman was, she's been a EuroLeague Women MVP, Final Four MVP, WNBA Finals MVP, Eurobasket Women MVP, and we watched them in 2017 get to the podium. We watched them win it all last year, and they've played the USA tough in the games that they've had against them at the last 2 World Cups. But the fact that they're going up against this team tonight without 2 key starters.
Great.
And they're leading them at halftime. For me, that really, it just takes it up a notch, my respect for them.
Yeah, you're right. And for me, especially Linskins. Linskins is a big presence in the post, can stretch the floor, could be able to guard some of this, but they've gone with their young bucks and people have stepped up, multiple players. And then I've spoken about it, but it's this crowd for me, this 13,000 plus crowd here tonight.
But let's see how they do. Still got 20 minutes, and the USA were playing some serious D. And it's one thing to play well for 20 minutes, but you got to play 40 minutes, and that's awfully difficult against this proud USA Women's National Team, which just does not lose games.
They don't. I don't know the last time they've lost a game, the women's team, but no doubt they would have spoken about that at halftime. They would have probably, looked each other dead in the eyes and said, girls, this isn't good enough. Let's step it up. And so I wouldn't be surprised in this 3rd quarter that you're going to see a new Lion.
Well, they're 0 for 8. Look, folks, courtside 1891, scanning the barcode to get it into your smartphone. The barcode right there on your screen to get streams, schedules, scores. It's been
full day of basketball.
Full day of basketball already. Much more basketball coming your way.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had it for the FIBA Basketball World Cup last summer. All these FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournaments. Any results stand out to you today that really kind of is a headliner?
Spain losing to Japan.
Yeah.
And then right now Germany are up on Serbia 36-21. I thought Germany had a wonderful Eurobasket. And then it was a big hit with China beating New Zealand, and then Puerto Rico went down big also this morning to France.
And we were impressed earlier in this group with Nigeria trailing by several points heading into the 4th quarter, not looking like themselves, and all of a sudden I think they kind of showed up, showed what they're made of, and Senegal, maybe the moment got too big for them. I don't know. It's unfortunate for Senegal because they had a great opportunity in front of this crowd, imagine.
Yeah.
And again, the Sport Palace, 13,700. We understand packing this place, and it's just a win-win situation for them. And USA want to come out and really, I think, reassert themselves in this 2nd half.
Yeah, you saw them just a few passes that was miscommunicated, a few bounce passes, and other players didn't run onto it. A few mistakes.
Andreas Zaklis there in the middle, the FIBA Secretary General. To his left, Jorge Garbajosa, who is on the FIBA Central Board. And obviously one of the legends of Spain, World Cup winner 2006, Eurobasket champion 2009.
Are in the building.
So everybody's in the house. We won't talk to Mr. Garbajosa, Senor Garbajosa, about Spain. I'm sure he'll be confident they could bounce back. Here is the 2nd half underway. Belgium with possession, wearing the black, attacking the basket to the right on your screen. Shot clock winding down, and the D comes up with a steal, and it leads to a break, and that is not something that we really saw in the 1st half at all.
No, we only saw it one time. Kelsey Plum got that run-through layup, and that's where USA are, deadly, so quick. You blink and they score.
That's no. Only has 2 points, Van Low, and that is off. Copper with the rebound. Or is that, excuse me, that's Copper. And it looks like USA going to start strong here. Copper bounce pass to Thomas. Thomas gets it inside, goes up and in.
I told you about this 3rd quarter. Quick 4 points by USA.
And Lloyd now comes up with the steal. And Van Loo fouls Lloyd. So 3 consecutive defensive trips for the USA, and they look like they mean business.
I told you, that third quarter, no doubt. A few words were said in the locker room. Got 3 turnovers.
Lissawa knocks it out of bounds. 11 on the shot clock. Taurazi from the arc. Good box out. Manunga. Messman puts it up and in. Signs of relief breathed by many people in this house.
Yeah, and a good start by Messman, where she struggled to get just 2 points. We're only 2 minutes in, and she scored 2.
Now a turnover, and Van Loo on the break hands it off to Lissawa, who finishes so well. She continues to impress.
Lissawa, lovely finish. Only 22 years old.
Messamon guarding Brianna Stewart and wins that battle. And Manunga with another board. Van Loo for 3. Copper takes it deep, misses. Lissawa gets the rebound. Messamon keeps it, tried to get it to Lissawa, and Messamon able to beat Stewart to the basketball. And the dump, and Manunga puts it up and in, and Belgium go back up by 11.
And that's where they're so great, Jeff. Constant moving, lovely cut, wide open layup. And the crowd cries out the defense.
They appreciate the effort. USA in a real battle here against the Cats. Thomas drives in, and the whistle blows.
The crowd can't believe it. Let's have a look. We get the pleasure of watching the replay. Nice spin move from Thomas.
Yeah, you got to call that. Good, strong play by Thomas.
And that's where she was so effective in that first half. Made her way to the free throw line 5 times.
Yeah, she only makes 1 of 2 this time. Lissawa keeps it. Gets it to Manunga, back to Messamon. Delar from the left corner. You can count that. Antonia Delar.
Big, move the ball, lovely team basketball. Delar, a little bit of an unorthodox shot, but boy, it goes in.
Now the pass intended for Stewart goes out of bounds.
USA a little bit under the pump. Let's turn the music up loud.
And Cheryl Reeve wondering what's going on here. Van Loo guarded by Lloyd. Messamon, look at the pass to Delar. And Delar misses the layup. USA dodged the bullet that time. Taurazi drives all the way in. She's fouled by Betty Manunga.
Such a shame on the other end. Well executed play for his Dinah Taurasi, doing what she does best, drives, gets hit, go to the line for 2.
USA, for the majority, have been making. Sabrina Ionescu is checking into the game for the first time. Lloyd goes out.
You know what's pretty cool about Ionescu is that she's wearing her own shoe.
That is.
You know, she has her own signature shoe. Not many women athletes have that, so wonderful.
Has she signed it? Her signature shoe? So Taurasi continues to make free throws. It's great. I mean, women's basketball, the growth of the sport, and you come and you see something like this and you realize this sport is moving in the right direction. Unbelievable. Here's Manunga. Oh, and she misses now a reverse layup. So a couple of opportunities, and Manunga called for a trip. She may have left her foot in there. So Thomas fouled.
The thing is, Jeff, that's Manunga's 4th foul.
Oh, that is a very tough call.
And the crowd have seen the replay in the arena.
I mean, these things even out, you know?
Well, that's a 4th foul.
That is a tough call, and she's going to have to come out. She doesn't want to pick up another one. USA might want to go right at her right now. Here is Copper missing everything. And the ball saved in bounds, and it's going to lead to a break in the reach. The foul, Copper.
Well, Manunga's got to hit the bench. She's got 4 fouls. Copper picks up her 3rd foul here, swipes at the ball, so it's okay.
The USA had lost since the semifinals of the World Cup back in 2006.
2006.
Yeah, when they lost to Russia.
And that Russian team was...
And Diana Taurasi was in that USA team, interestingly. Now the turnover, and not to say that she had anything to do with it, but obviously there's still a link to that team and this team. Here's Stewart passing it to the corner, and a 3-point shot. The first of the night is good from Atkins from the USA.
First of the night. What were they? They were 0 for 8, weren't they, in the first half?
This is after Belgium has missed a few layups here. Van Loo for 3. You can count that. Number 35 strikes again.
And I think that's when Van Loo is the best, Jeff, when she's able to set her feet. That's when she's killer from the 3-point line.
Stewart gets it down low, and Thomas scores over Massey. He's going to win that one every time. Too many people are going to be able to contend with Thomas down low. Villar gets the pick, bounce pass to Massey. Hands it off to Van Loo. That's not going to be good. And Stewart, Atkins gets up slowly. Ionescu for 3. Oh, and her first shot wedges.
Yeah, wedgie, so that will go to the possession arrow. And it stays. The arrow does say to USA, but USA is going back on defense.
I was watching some of the Spain-Japan game earlier, and that happened in that game as well.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I know. Nobody's getting it out.
Rashid Meziane has to be pleased with everything that he's seeing from his team. Maybe a little frustrated by some missed layups, but his team has played hard tonight, played smart, played together. And that's all you can ask for. And USA, though, champing at the bit. Collier comes in. So the jump ball possession arrow for the USA. They're going to inbound the basketball. Copper hits the jumper.
Pretty, Jeff. That is textbook jump shot.
Now Ramette. Nice spin move, or spin rather, from Messman, and goes up and scores. Handles it well.
And Lou likes what she sees. And we talked about Emma Messman not sticking on 2 points for very long.
And Copper almost turned it over. They chase it down in the corner. Thomas puts it up, and Resimont whistled for the foul going up against Collier. And Massey looks like she got smacked in the nose meanwhile. See if she's all right. Here it is again, the replay. Ooh. This USA team is explosive. The referee is discussing something.
Yeah, 2 shots. That's what they're discussing. It's over the limit for Belgium on 5 team fouls. So this last 3 minutes 24, they'll go to the free throw line.
Collier doesn't dribble, just makes it.
There you go.
Doesn't like to mess around.
Nope. She just sets her feet. Quite a nice free throw routine.
It is. That's back to a 7-point deficit for the USA. Atkins guarding Ramette. Rosamond, remember she hit that 3 early, right when she came into the game earlier. Oh, and here she is fouled by Atkins. Ramette goes down.
Well, Atkins kind of tripping out of.
Yeah, she just kind of was falling.
Yeah.
Fell into it. And this is Copper going for the steal and fouling Lissawa.
And that will be Copper's 4th foul.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That's. So Ramette's going to try to inbound the basketball right in front of the USA bench here. She does. Messiman and Young steals it. Brings it up the floor. Loses her handle. And Collier not able to catch it, able to bat it out. Here she goes against Lissawa. Oh boy, what a basket that was by Collier.
Yeah, tough finish. Collier's been a real spark for USA, 11 points for her.
Lissawa, oh, dangerous pass. Ramette for 3. And Massey swoops in for the rebound. Hands it off to Ramette. And they pass it back out to the perimeter. Lissawa for 3. Well, offensive rebounds go both ways, don't they?
Sure do.
Second opportunities, no matter who you play for.
And the young buck stepping up, only 22 years old, not afraid of the moment.
Remember, Belgium trying to qualify for the Olympics. They'll have 2 more games after this, but what a game this has turned out to be, surpassing expectations. Look at that, Messiman fouled by Collier after taking it away, deflecting it, and getting the steal. And again, it's plays like that that Messiman are making that she may not be scoring, but she's doing a heck of a lot of other things.
Well, she's so long, she's so smart, her IQ is incredible. One of my favorite post players. I just think, look at that, she times it. And then also the foul, but she'll head to the bench and get some well-rested time.
Yep, comes in at the end of the 3rd quarter. Lissawa, she just hit 1 3. You can make it 2. How do they leave her wide open?
I love it.
Chasing shadows the USA right now. 63-52, Ionescu. Dribbling right. Oh, Young and Ramette hit each other. Bounce pass into Atkins. And fouled by Massey, I believe.
I really like that curling cut from Atkins. Look at that, it's tough to guard.
Seems like whenever the USA get close, Belgium go down and hit a 3 or 2. Now that's what you call a free throw right there from Atkins. You see that? Yeah. That's like I know how to make these. High arc shot, no bounce either. We're getting back to a 9-point game. Ramette brings it up the floor. This one dribbles left. Ooh, she's going to step back. Geldof gets it down low to Massey, and good hands from the USA, almost getting a steal. Collier
Well, USA struggles from the three-point line, Jeff. 1 from 11.
Oh, good D. Liswa catches it, gets it to Geldof, puts it up, and scores! Here's Atkins. Final minute of the third quarter. Belgium has stretched their lead to 11. Ionescu for three. That's good.
Ionescu doing what she does best. Loves the three-point line.
Resimont. Knocked out of her hands. Gets it back. Ramet drives in, and she's fouled by Atkins. They really do attack, don't they? The Belgians, when needed, putting on the deck, going to the basket.
And just such a tough game, real physical. Everything you have to work hard for, nothing comes easy.
Yep. USA in a real battle here. Still 10 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. It's the first to go. There's so many great USA teams, so many great coaches. But again, they play basketball in other parts of the world. And Belgium certainly a team that looks to be still on the rise. Not sure what there was a hold there that they wanted. Ramet got tangled up. Young takes it deep. They battle for the ball. Thomas, and the ball kicked out of bounds. And Belgium still on top here in Antwerp. Roared on by 13,700 fans. And looking good. They lead it 66-57 over the USA with 10 minutes remaining.
Well, here are the third quarter stats. The biggest one I want to point out is the three-point there. Actually, there's 2 from 12, 17%. They're struggling big time from the three-point line, but also Belgium doing well from 11 from 23 from the three-point line. Here are our third quarter best plays. Well, for me, yeah. But Belgium have done a wonderful job controlling the tempo, controlling the scoring. The young bucks there, Liswa has been fantastic. Not afraid of the moment, not afraid of the bright lights. But even when USA, Jeff, have made runs and, you know, they came out strong in that third quarter, they had 3 turnovers and scored. Belgium just settled the ship, came back, and we'll have to stay calm. Correct. Yep. Top. And Nigeria. And let's put some respect on Belgium's name, right? They are the European champions, the Queens. They played very well, and they're looking like it. And we've spoken about it. And they're out 2 starters. They're out Julie Armand and Linskins, who are incredible players. You know, score 15 points or so, and it's just been an incredible game for Belgium.
Yeah, so FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament. You've got USA. They've already qualified for the Olympics by winning the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. You've got Nigeria and Senegal and Belgium battling for 2 of the spots that are available here. Nigeria winning earlier tonight against Senegal, and it has been a show. Your point's well taken. These are the European champions, Belgium, and they played like it for the first 3 quarters. But remember the first game, Senegal were in charge for 3 quarters, and Nigeria came back and beat them in the 4th. So you got to play all 40 minutes. turnover. Geldof. And the one thing that Belgium cannot afford to do is turn it over. And you know that the USA, you're going to be playing with that sense of urgency, Azania, that it's like batten down the hatches. Here comes the storm right now.
Yeah, that's a great point. And we saw it in the third quarter where they got the 3 steals and the score and cut away into the lead.
Plum bounce pass, Collier, little hesitation, and she's going to the line for a potential 3-point play.
Collier, for me, has just been so solid. Look at this lovely pass by Plum. She's 12 points and goes back to the free throw line. We spoke about the storm coming, so Belgium will go to their starters, come back in the game.
Collier. Such a great player, ball handler, scorer, for defense.
And mind you, a mother as well. She's had a baby. Incredible.
And low. Messerman, Issachut Delar. Delar spins, gets in the paint and misses. Young up the floor. Collier for 3. Oh, and Belgium, I think Van Loo and Massey thought the other one was going to take the rebound. Plum. Collier from the baseline.
Collier's doing the damage.
Look out.
By herself. 17 for Collier, and playing tough D.
And good defense. USA almost forcing another turnover. We've been in this moment several times tonight where Belgium's lead has been cut to 4, even 2 points, and they've had answers.
Yep. But how much do they have in the tank? We spoke about.
Oh, look at that. They've got this in the tank. Delar, the layup off the pass from Messerman. Ionescu takes it deep. Young open for 3. Oh, that is money.
Right back at ya.
Now it's a 3-point lead for Belgium.
Young, cool, calm, and collective. Just walk straight into that shot.
Rosamont nowhere to go. She finally gets it to Massey. Here's Van Loo. Whips it over to Massey, and Massey follows up the miss. And look at Plum getting on the ground for the ball. She gets it to Stewart. Ionescu for 3, ties the game for the USA.
Ionescu stepping up big. I talked about she could be a player who could start for this team, has come off the bench, didn't come into the game until I think the second quarter, or maybe even the third, steps up into that 3-point shot. And it forces Belgium to call a timeout. The storm was coming, you're all right.
So what's the game plan here as we look at the replay? And again, you want somebody to take a 3 on the break? Probably nobody better than Ionescu.
Yep. She has a signature shoe for a reason. Splashes it in, nothing but net, and that's the energy that they needed, because they've just been, struggling from the 3-point line. I think that's their third 3. A little bit worrying for Belgium now. They've been controlling the tempo of this game for such a long time. I don't think they need to get their heads down. There's 7 minutes 40, a long time to play.
Yeah, I think they just got to keep playing their basketball. They got to keep passing it. They obviously have to make shots, and they're playing the best team in the world, essentially. Yeah. So it's no surprise that the USA have come back.
But when they are scoring easily for Belgium is that they've got these multiple actions and rub screens and different kind of, hard to guard, and they've executed pretty much 100% of the time. They need to go back to that.
So you don't have the luxury of sitting down your stars for too long. It can come back and bite you really quickly, and it has a little bit.
Well, they brought in their starting 5, Belgium.
Lard with Messerman, Van Loo back in, and Messerman makes a terrific get. Here's Lisowa. And her pass intercepted by Stewart and fouled by Messerman. And this one looks like she's limping a little bit.
I think she's cramping in that calf. Let's have a look. Just gets hit, and then I think she cramps up in.
Stewart, her pass to the basket, blocked and ball knocked away by Messerman. Now Van Loo gets it to Manunga. USA wanted to travel. Delors puts it up and in. Chance for a 3-point play.
Well, it is. One referee was going to call the charge, and the other one called the blocking foul. So they've come together. Here it is, Stewart. There's nothing on it. That's the right call.
Yeah.
She's falling away anyway. She's in control of her body. The right call.
Boy, Alyssa was really struggling. She's had to run over to the Belgian bench, trying to get something, some treatment on her cramp or whatever, to get some water. And Delors does not make it, but the offensive rebound for Messerman. So this could be a big trip down the floor for Belgium. USA had pulled even. Messerman got the steal, and here they are again. Delors, the wide open layup! A 4-point trip.
Here come Belgium again. Don't write them off, and this, as soon as USA get a nice little, run of points, Belgium right back.
Ionescu, that's off. And the long rebound corralled by Plum. Ionescu again for 3. That one misses. Look at the passing from the Cats. Collier trying to guard Messerman, and she had it to Manunga, who did not catch it.
That's a good cut from her. Stewart only with 6 points. Emma Messerman doing a wonderful job guarding her.
Looked like Plum was trying to sneak up on Belgium and get in there for a drive. The crowd reacted. Here's Collier, tough drive, and the foul as well. How many times is she gonna step up and deliver?
Well, what I need to see who that foul was on. Yep, it is. She's fouled out.
17 points, now 19 for Collier.
Manunga has 5 fouls, 8 points. She had, some really lovely cuts to the basket, but she's had her hands full with Collier going to the line for 1.
And she cuts it back to a 1-point lead for Belgium. Young guarding Lisowa. And Messerman makes a good grab. Delors down low. Puts it up and doesn't get it to drop. The D by Ionescu. Into the corner, Plum. Bounce pass, Collier, and fouled by Massey.
And Collier is putting a shift in. Pretty hard to guard. She's gone to the line every single time. She's been the godsend, the savior for USA. With
really
20
has.
points.
And wow, she's been making her free throws and does not make that one. So she had been 5 of 7, now 5 of 8. And she ties it again. And Van Loo whips the pass. They swing it. Messerman back to Van Loo for three. You can count it. Is that not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, the way they passed it?
Wonderful, and the crowd love it. Out of their seats.
Young driving right at Massey. Oh, wow. Boy, Young getting to the free throw line. Looked like Massey had her hands straight up.
Let's have a look here. Young playing with the ball, crosses over.
Oh, no, of course not. I had a horrible angle. She lowered her arms, and she also reached in. Good job, Young, getting to the line. USA 22 of 25.
On the free throw line?
At the free throw line. Belgium, 58%, 7 of 12. And Collier is 6 of 8 at the line. So Young, these are her first free throws, and she now has 4 points. She won the gold with USA in the 3x3 at the last Olympics. Just makes 1 of 2. There's still a 2-point lead for the Cats. It's winning time for Zania.
It sure is. Still a lot of time though. Just gone under 5 minutes.
Bounce pass to Messman. Delar, quick pass, good deflection by Stewart. And great effort by one of the all-time greats.
Yeah, you can see the intensity for both teams. Defense has turned up a notch for USA. They're down 2.
See who's on the court right now for Belgium. Van Loo, Massey, Messelman, Delar, and Ramette. Mononga's fouled out. Messman misses the short jumper. Plum, Ionescu, Young, Stewart, and Collier for the USA. Ionescu. Young takes it deep, puts it up, and Messman with the rebound. Ramette quickly to Van Loo. Puts it up. Oh, and Stewart now with the rebound.
Such a quick trigger shot.
Don't think Rashid Messiaen liked that. Here's Stewart for 3. And again, both teams dodging bullets. Under 4 minutes in this, what has turned out to be probably one of the all-time great FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament games.
I would have to agree with you, Jeff. And it's really been Belgium the whole time. Here's this foul. It's kind of across the arm, face, whatever you want to call it. So Young will head to the bench, and Jewel Lloyd will sub in for her.
Delar goes behind her back. Nice pass to Messerman. Back to Delar for 3. Feed set. Good box out down low by Jewel Lloyd. And Messerman called for a foul.
It's Messerman's 3rd foul. But they'll walk the length of the floor for 2 free throws.
So Ionescu's going to go get some treatment. You know, women basketball was a strategic priority for FIBA. The last 2019, 2023, I mean, remains obviously hugely important, but so much work done to improve women in basketball, increase female participation, develop and leverage female coaches, officials, just maximize the impacts of women's competitions, not only in this 5x5 game, I will go ahead and say it, 5-on-5 the traditional game, but also 3x3, increase the number of fans. Look at this, 13,700 tonight. Bring in more women at governing levels all across the FIBA family, and increase gender diversity within FIBA. And just, you could just see how all of this stuff is added up. And Ionescu goes out, Diana Taurasi is going to come in. off the bench, but it's just been a magnificent night for basketball. When
it has.
You think about it.
Yeah. It's a win across the board. And Taurasi sitting over there. Just comes off the bench, cool, calm and collect.
Only too eager to step up to the line, the biggest moment of the game, and make 2 free throws.
Yep, no worries.
So 75 apiece. It has been a classic, Belgium and the USA. And Pilar, again, Belgium. It's the passing game that has allowed them to excel tonight. Van Loo puts it up and in. They laid off of her. They thought she was passing, and she saw it.
And the lane opened wide up. And she laid it in for 2.
Taurasi bounce pass. Thomas, nowhere to go. She throws it away. Charge on Thomas.
Great call. She rolls into this and kind of loses her feet. She's up in the air, and you can only do one thing when you're up in the air. Well done, Emma Messerman, to take the hit.
So timeout over to the benches. And also have to say, Zania, you know, talking about women in basketball, it's great to have a woman in basketball next to me.
Oh, thank you.
Because you played the game.
I did.
You played for Great Britain. You understand the thrills and all of this, and it's just, I mean, there are a lot of men in the crowd, and there are a lot of women in the crowd.
Yeah.
So this is just spectacular stuff.
And young kids, right? Young boys and girls who can look up to this Belgium team that, you know, are doing great things. They're up 2 against the world champions.
And the defending Olympic champion.
And the defending Olympian.
Going all the way back to, 96?
I think so. Well, Diana Taurasi won her first in 04, so it's been a very long time. She's won 5 gold medals. We call her the GOAT for a reason. But yeah, I just think a great game. Just under 3 minutes here. But what I've liked about Belgium is he's the crowd favorite right now. He was doing his little dance moves earlier, that guy with the tie and the white shirt. Is every time USA have made a push or a little comeback or a little run, Belgium's answered right back.
Yeah, they have. I mean, it has been, you know, and they've done it with panache, with style, with the passing.
They have. It's passing, it's constant moving. It's very difficult to guard that.
Van Loo turns, gets away from Plum, brings it across midcourt. Messerman has it, goes right at Collier, passes it back outside. Massey hands it off to Van Loo. Bounce pass back to Massey, gets away from her. Now Lloyd. Ionescu back to Lloyd, and she's fouled going for the layup. So an opportunity goes begging for Belgium.
Well, here it is. Jewel Lloyd gives it to Ionescu and gives it right back. And we haven't seen a lot of this from USA. They're struggling from the three-point line, but what they're also good at is getting out in transition. And we haven't seen many of these transition points.
Good observation. Lloyd ties it again at 77. A humdinger of an opening night at the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament in Antwerp. Lissowa. Oh, and she just drives all the way. How many times do we see Belgium, the driver, look and the defense doesn't collapse and just goes in for the wide open take?
And Lissowa was 17 points.
Thomas goes down hard, clattering with Lissowa. Under 2 minutes remaining, Ionescu. Collier puts it up. What a soft shot. Huge. Under pressure.
Incredible shot, 23 points. She's been on fire.
Van Loo fouled by Plum. That's the 4th team foul on the USA.
Stewart comes back in for Lloyd.
And Van Loo asking why that's not unsportsmanlike, I think.
the two-hand push.
I can only imagine that's what she's saying. What else would she be saying? So, and I think Rashid Messiaen, as he drives the basketball off, is saying the same thing to Viola, the remaining referee, the crew chief.
Such a smart idea from coach, drying the basketball off, let his team catch a breath. But it is been a wonderful game, a real great exhibition of women's basketball.
Well, of basketball.
Yeah.
You know,
79 all.
You wouldn't want to be watching this. There's Delar. To Massey. Skip pass over to Lisawa, left open. She puts it up and she misses this one. But Massey comes in, rebounds, and then Stewart reaches around, hits the ball off of Massey. Now they're going to talk about it. They could go review this. They can review it under 2 minutes, and I think that's what they're going to do.
Ball on the floor, stands, it's wide ball.
Well, there you have it.
Great play by Stewart. I mean, she hasn't had a typical Brianna Stewart game tonight. The Belgian fans are wanting a foul called on Stewart, but it looked to me like she got good reach and a good ball.
Yeah, and that was a great job by the referees. They have the option in the last 2 minutes to go and have a look and review, so well done.
Lisawa trying to stay in front of Ionescu. Thomas. It's just a moment the USA go in front. It has been a battle. Stewart catches, puts it up, misses. The ball batted out of bounds, and it goes back to Belgium. Stewart just 6 points. Going for the go-ahead bucket. And Collier has been so good. So good. How does she not get that shot?
They've just gone away from the hot hand. She has 23 points. She's been wonderful on both ends, having to also guard Emma Messerman. But right now, we've got a tied game.
It's kind of ridiculous that we even talk about that, knowing who Brianna Stewart is. I mean, you're never going to question Brianna Stewart taking a shot, but right. At the end of the day, Collier has just been on fire. Van Loo, 19 points. Messerman has the 8 rebounds and the 7 assists, which just, again, underlines her overall game to go with her 6 points. Mononga has fouled out. She had 8 points. And so this possession is Zania 113. I mean, it's just going to be more of the same from Belgium, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, pass, cut.
Well, I hope they don't go away from that, because I think that's been so successful for them. Multiple players, each player is touching the ball every possession. They're moving, they're cutting, and that's been really difficult for you.
I mean, the only time they've gone away from it was when Van Loo launched that 3 on the break earlier in the quarter, and her coach pointed to his head and said, "Be smart.
Yeah.
You know, that's not what we need."
Yeah, this is a big minute and 13 seconds.
Belgium without Kiara Linskens, without
Almond.
Julie Allemont, and through injury, Alamon has a knee problem that she's resting. She needs to be ready for the next 2 nights, the next 2 games. Belgium, can they get their noses back in front against the USA? Here's Massey, Delar for 3. It goes off the back of the iron, and it's Collier that goes up and brings it down with 2 hands.
Wow.
Hands it off to Plum.
It's a wide open shot. Good look, in my opinion.
Plum drives, Collier. Ionescu for 3. Thomas with the rebound. Goes down, and look at Lissowa come up with the basketball. Unbelievable play from Lissowa of everything she's done tonight. That might just be the most important contribution.
Well, sacrifices her body, Jeff.
5-second differential on the game clock. 5.5. Here's Van Loo. Oh, Collier almost with the foul. They get it. Lissowa for 3 and off. And look at that. The ball, the jump ball possession arrow favors the USA. So USA have 4.5 seconds to go to score, but we've got overtime.
Gosh.
Unbelievable.
I held my breath that whole possession.
What? I mean, Belgium have gotten some looks where they could have knocked down 3s. Delar, Lissowa.
Yeah, 2. They've gone for the big hitters and not just the easy layup.
So 4.5 seconds with Plum. She can race up the floor
really quick
and pass it. And that's plenty of time for her. Is she the fastest, or is it Lloyd? Okay, so well, we've got to see who they're going to have in the game first of all. And are they going to
plumbing?
They're going to attempt the game-winning 3.
Yeah. No, you just need a 2. You don't need a 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Tied game.
With 4.5 seconds left, they got plenty of time to.
Any shot. If I'm Belgium, you do not want to foul. You cannot afford a foul. They'll go to the free throw line, and no doubt referees will be all over that.
Incredible crowd tonight. Now on the edge of their seats, just standing. In fact, they can't bear to sit down and watch this. Their team trying to get a win against the USA. They've led for most of the game, but the Americans have come back, and now they've gotten a vital stop. They had the option to advance the basketball after the timeout.
Yep, and they've chosen to.
So no need for Kelsey Plum to race end to end. And what is the play? Does Belgium have one last stand in them defensively here at the end of the game to force overtime? The USA, where do they go? They get it to Plum. She gets free. She puts it up. And, oh! Are they going to count it? Has she made it? They're going to review it. They will go and review this. If they have won on that play, that will be a stunner from Breanna Stewart.
Well, Stewart, they're going to go and review. It's the right thing. They make the call. She hasn't had a great offensive night, but boy, she puts that tip in while listening to the referees and get.
Wow, just unbelievable.
We are going to review if the red LED light appeared before the shot was released. Give me one more time, please. One more time, please. Stop, stop. Stop, stop. Frame by frame. Frame by frame. Go, 1. Okay, go. Frame by frame, leave it. Go in front. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Okay. For me, it is. The game clock did not expire. What do you think?
So for me, it is correct. We go.
We will count the basket, okay?
We are counting the basket.
So after the review, the game clock did not expire before the release of the shot. Basket shall count.
Go.
I will make the decision, yeah?
Unbelievable finish for the USA. They have hung in there as Breanna Stewart scoring with the putback to deny Belgium what would have been arguably their most famous win in a long time in front of 13,700 fans. Breanna Stewart, the quality putback, has given the Americans victory in on an amazing night at the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament. And you just have to tip your hat to the USA, but also to Belgium for putting in just an unbelievable night of basketball here in Antwerp. 81-79, the USA win it over Belgium.
Wow, wow, wow. What a way to win or to lose. You know, Stewart tips that ball up, doesn't give up on the play, gets it in. There's the stats. They shot awfully from the three-point line, 21%, managed to get it going, but USA somehow, some way, get it done. There's the rebounding game, won it 36-33, and then the assists, 19-16. And for me, Van Loon 19, Collier was the MVP of this game. She was clutch.
That might just be the best international women's basketball game I've ever seen.
We went down to the last second.
Because we're talking about the USA needing a putback from Breanna Stewart on the very last play of the game to beat a Belgium team that was simply amazing tonight. Unbelievable. You feel for the players, for the Belgian fans, but what a night for women's basketball. It is time to rejoice, and the USA just dug deep, and they did what they had to do. I mean, let's don't forget. You know, I mean, they had to fight in front of all of this, and now the Belgians are going to do their normal post-end of game celebration with the crowd.
My favorite part of Belgian basketball as they give back to the fans.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Nothing at all, but here are the fourth quarter best plays.
And Collier was really, for the USA, the MVP. She was terrific, 23 points, just an amazing night for her.
And I thought we were going into overtime there, Jeff.
Yeah, I did too. Lisa was terrific with the 17. And, you know, I just don't know that Belgium could have played any better tonight. I mean, they just did themselves justice. They were unbelievable. They could have made some free throws.
Yeah.
They could have hit it. If they could have hit one more shot tonight, that's what it boiled down to. They had a couple of threes to win it, well, to go in front. And, hey, that's basketball.
It's basketball, and sadly, somebody has to lose. And to lose like that, it just kind of took the air out of the arena. Everyone was really surprised. And the referees did the right thing. They went to look at the review.
Yeah, no complaints.
No complaints.
I thought they did a great job all night long. And they used the technology when they had it. And, you know, I mean, what a great advertisement for basketball. I mean, just the way that Belgium play, the intensity, also that the way the USA play, and this undeniable self-belief that everybody that has in that USA team, that has that USA jersey, they play with so much pride. And here they were in front of this crowd, and I think this might just be the toughest test I've ever seen the USA have.
Yeah.
And that's going back to, okay, I take it back. Taking it back to 1998 when I was in Germany for the World Cup, when they beat Russia in that classic final. This is the hardest game that the USA have had since that time, in my opinion.
Yep. And really, Belgium deserve this win, in my opinion, because they've led the team. They've led the whole time. It was fantastic. Like it or not, at the end of the day, USA get the job done. It doesn't matter if it's pretty, if it's ugly, or they get it done.
At the end of the day, you know what? Belgium still win tonight because they showed what they can do. They played without two of their starting five, Lenskens and Alemán, and they came one shot to win basically from winning it, 1 3-pointer. So what an opening day in Group A here in Antwerp. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad everybody's watching. 81-79, the USA win. So you can see Nigeria and USA up at the top of the standings. Nigeria, who beat Senegal 72-65, just purely with the points scored, go or top, but for all intents and purposes, Nigeria and the USA up at the top. Belgium 0-1, Senegal 0-1, and of course much more to come from Antwerp. For Anzania Stewart, I'm Jeff Taylor. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Fantastic day.